This is Lorena Cadena, and I wanted to do a tutorial on customizing your Erin Condren planner. Now let me tell you what happened. I have my old Erin Condren for 2014, and I got on YouTube. Oh my god, y'all are awesome. And I decided to get stickers and washi tape and customize my own stickers, and I decked out September, October, and some of November. And then I decided on a whim to go ahead and order my new Erin Condren planner that's coming for 2016. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to get it, so I got it. But I still have stuff in this book that I want. What do you do when you have to? And there's some notes that the note pages I never used. There's some stickers I never used. And I just don't want to put it away without really using all the resources that are in here. So what I did is, you're not going to believe it, I went ahead and I added some of the stuff that's in this one, and I put it in this one. And so I customized it to be what I wanted. I did change the note pages from the back, and I put them in between every calendar. I also got the new bag and I put it in the front. And I got the old bag and I put it in the back because I like the bag, you know what I mean? And then I also got the stickers, the new stickers that are in here, and I put my old stickers in here because now you people have me addicted to stickers. So keep watching if you wanted to see how to customize your own Erin Condren to fit you. I love this, it's great, but I also don't want to not have some of the stuff that's in here that I'm just going to leave sitting around. I want to use them. The neat thing about the old Erin Condren and the new, the pages are the same size. So you can do this. You can customize it to what you want to do. So keep watching if you want to watch this tutorial, and have a wonderful day. Okay, guys? See you next time. See you later.
So let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything I can off of my book. So the top and back cover, anything that's in the pockets, or anything that may fall out. And I'm going to go ahead and just get my supplies. I need a lighter. We need pins with a bigger head. And I also recommend needle nose pliers and a little hand towel or something. And so here you see me just take everything I can off of the book. And I'm just showing you some of the things that I used. Now, I got needle nose pliers. I really didn't need them that much, but they do help in straightening out that coil. So we're going to heat up the coil, and the reason we're heating up that coil on the very bottom of your organizer where it's crimped, is because we want to soften that metal so that we can make it more pliable or bendable. And so here you see me, do not burn your pages, do not burn yourself, just be real careful here. And here I got my little towel and I'm trying to uncrimp that coil. Once you have it uncrimped, get your pliers to straighten that coil out, and then also make your coil into an arc or follow the other coils. This will make you uncoiling your organizer a whole lot easier. I didn't do it initially, and because I had it straight, it was dragging on the pages, and so I decided to arc it, and that's why I'm showing you to do that. And just keep uncoiling. Once you have the end done right, it's really easy to uncoil all the pages. And here you see me uncoiling the last 3 holes. Now this is a fun part for me. It's me taking out the stuff I still want to use for my new Erin Condren. I still want to use at this current time September, October, November, December because I decorated those pages. I also wanted the pages, my note pages I didn't use, my stickers, and I also wanted to add another bag to my Erin Condren. And so here you see me just take everything that I want to use for my new book, and I restacked my old book so I could recoil it. And that's what we're doing right here. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to know if it's hard to recoil it. If I ruin my old book, I've really already gotten the use that I want out of it. And so here you see me coiling back the first hole. The first and second and third hole were a little bit of the hardest ones, but once you get the first and second and maybe even the third by the fourth one, it is really easy just to start recoiling. Just be real patient here. And here I had on the back of my book, the page was already torn. And see here, I just started speeding up the film so you could see me just going through the recoiling process. I do recommend to try to keep your pages straight. So here you see me coiling every page and making sure they go through. After the first three, it gets pretty easy. But I had an issue here with the pages were shifting on me a lot and I didn't want to lose any of them. So this is where you get those pins that I was talking about with the bigger head. I fed them through and then I made a 90-degree angle on the bottom of them. So it literally kind of bound the pages for me. And here you see me coiling that coil through all the pages. And as I got to the pin, I unfolded the pin and I pulled it out like you see me there. And I just continued the process. Now I'm completely done. What I recommend is that you get your coil, the bottom of the open coil, in line to your top one because you want them to be in line, and then you're going to get your needle nose pliers and you're going to kind of fiddle with it and make sure it's all in line, and then you're going to torque it in so that it locks in that coil, so this way your pages do not come out or it doesn't uncoil on you. That's what we're doing, just like the way you saw it when you undid it. And so here you see me just fiddling with the coil, make sure it's nice and even and it's straight. And it's really not that hard, guys. It was really easy to do. And now making sure that my book lays nice and flat. What I'm doing is I'm putting the covers on it. In a minute, you're going to see me flipping the pages. And the reason I'm doing that is I want to make sure that I got everything. I want to make sure that all my pages are inside the book. And if they're not, just restart the process. Now, we're going to go to my new Erin Condren book, organizer, planner, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same process like I did with my old book. The blessing of that is that I already know what I'm doing, and so here you see me showing what the supplies I'm going to need again, and here I have my lighter, and I'm going to start uncoiling that that angle and straightening it out. I'm going to use my pliers to straighten it out. I do recommend that after you completely straighten it out, that you make that end as familiar to the other coils as possible. What I did on this one is I had it straight, and so when I started turning the coil, they were because it was so straight, it was getting stuck inside the pages. And so here you see me in a minute, I'm going to start having to fiddle with that coil because it got stuck there. And so all I did is I just angled it or arced it so that it would go with the flow of the other coils. And after that, honestly, it was so easy. In a minute, you're going to see me completely done. I didn't want to show the whole process again. And here I'm just uncoiling the last three holes. And here my pages are completely open. Okay, so this is the fun part. Now, remember, I'm customizing it to what I want. You could do yours however you want. I have 4 calendar months from my old book, the notes from my old book that I did not use, also the stickers and the bag. So I got the new bag and I put it to the front of my new Erin Condren and my old bag to the back. Here's some extra sheets that I got from the old Erin Condren because I wanted to glue one of the pages to my old calendar. And what you saw right there is the beginning of the new calendar of the Erin Condren. And here I'm adding a sheet of paper on the back of every calendar on my new book. What I'm doing is I'm adding a sheet because I never used my notes. I think they were in the back. And so I'm thinking that if I add one sheet to the back of every calendar, I'll use them more. I also added my old stickers. And so there you're seeing the back of the book and my old vinyl bag. And now it's time to put your sucker together. And what I recommend, because this is what I learned from my first one, is you get a needle and every 6 holes, put a needle through, like you see me there. What it's going to do is lock up all your pages. Now, this book is a lot bigger now compared to how I put the other one together, so I want it to be a lot easier. And so here you see me adding a pin every 6 holes, and I'm making a right angle at the bottom of them. And this makes it easier to just pull those out. And in a minute, I'm going to just check it to make sure that all the pages are caught, and then I'm going to start recoiling. Now just know that when you start recoiling, the first to the third are a little bit hard. Now, when you start recoiling, just know you start from the top to the bottom, because when you uncoiled it, the way I set it up, I uncoiled from the bottom to the top. So when you're putting it back, you start from the top to the bottom. And so here you see me just coiling all those pages, and going through and just coiling every hole. And in a minute, you'll see me take out that pin and just keep going on that process. I didn't want to show you the whole thing, and so here I'm coming to the end, and I'm almost finishing. And so after I have all the holes and have the coil going through all the holes, I'm going to get my needle nose plier, and I'm going to make sure that that end of the coil is in line with the top of the other coil. And right here, I'm just making sure that all my pages are caught and they're together and that nothing's loose. And I'm getting my plier and I'm locking it in right there. What I did is I made sure they were in line to the other end on the top, and then I locked it in. And it takes a little bit of finessing and a little bit of pushing and pulling, but honestly, it's not that hard. In a minute, I should open my book completely up and make sure it's laying completely flat. And then I'm going to start adding back the pages to the front of my cover. And in a minute, I'm going to show you like a little overview of what I did. So here I added these pages, this calendar from my old book. I'm going to glue this to this page, to my calendar September that's currently on. The reason I did this is I decorated a lot of my pages to my old Erin Condren, and I didn't want to lose them. And I just wanted to add them. I mean, I paid money for it. And so here, this is where the new Erin Condren starts. And here you see me showing you where I added one single page, white page to every end of the calendar. Here's my old stickers. Here's my old bag and my new bag in the front. I really do hope you like this tutorial. And now I have my old Erin Condren that I'm going to put away, that I love, and I'm going to start playing with my new one that I customized. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, guys.